Yes, and so that's what we're using today. And strawberries, I mentioned briefly before, you have two seasons really for strawberries. You have the sort of early summer, spring, late spring, which are these. They're a little bit smaller. I find them a little bit sweeter as well. And then you have the late summer ones, which have had a longer growing season, a little bit more sun, and they become usually a little plumper, a little bit bigger. So this is a little bit of a smaller window to get them, but they're delicious. They're fantastic.
They're so sweet.
Really, really good. And so what we're doing with this is kind of a dessert, kind of like a parfait. You can almost do this as like a breakfast kind of thing, a snack. So what we're doing is we're gonna do very little to the strawberries. We're gonna actually serve them raw and cooked, but actually add nothing, almost nothing to them. So trim your strawberries. I will show you one because I'm not doing this entire bowl. But we're gonna do about a cup of these strawberries into, small little baking dish like this. And pop them into the oven, 350 degrees, for about 15 minutes or so. That's it. Nothing on them, into the oven. If you've never done this before, and you want to create your own like strawberry syrup, it makes the best strawberry syrup. And This is what you're looking at here. This is just the strawberries, and look how thick that juice is. When they're that sweet, you don't have to add anything to them. Really, really nice, delicious. So that's our strawberries kind of cooked, and then we're gonna have them fresh and with a little bit of yogurt. So we're really not doing too much.
We want to feature that amazing flavor.
Yeah. So we're just using a little bit of the plain yogurt, and there's so much sweetness in the strawberry. So we're gonna put a little bit, and this has been chilled a bit too. So you can almost do it warm. When you chill them, that sauce, that syrup kind of gets a little bit thicker. Notice my mouth waters every time I talk about food. We're gonna add a little bit of that yogurt on top, and this is just a plain yogurt. You can definitely do like a Greek yogurt. So some of those fresh strawberries on top, and you have this like almost layering effect. It almost looks like a strawberry sundae.
I was gonna say it looks like a strawberry shortcake almost. Topping.
And then for a little texture, a little crunch, this is a little extra, but it's one of my favorite things to make, and it's super easy. It's just almonds with a little bit of maple syrup. And you don't need a lot. You need a little tablespoon of maple syrup and a little bit of cinnamon. Toss them and put them onto a baking sheet with parchment paper and bake them for about 10 minutes, just until they start bubbling and turn a little darker. Take them out, let them cool, and you have these amazing sheets. And this is such a nice little treat to add. And that's it. And then you could top it off with a little mint. So just a little bit of that basil on top. So this went from like just a morning snack and then maybe something more dinner party desserty. But you can take it whichever way you want. The point is just feature the fruit when it's in season, as is. You don't really have to do much to it. And that's it. That's our strawberry yogurt.
All right.